Years with Saqib and Mushi and Tamim, it's just having a bit of fun with the media.
Do you miss working in the national team of Bangladesh?
My first love.
How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Good, thanks.
Was it disappointing the match Bangladesh has played this time?
I don't think the word's disappointing is the word. We lost the game, but and we played some really good cricket. We played some not so good cricket. But the thing with A games is, as long as we're learning all the time, and I think we are, at least I'm learning about the players. I came into this role A-team coach with 2 days preparation with the boys, so didn't really know many of the players as far as their game. So now I've got 2 games under my belt. I know how they go about their business. I know how they play the game. I think I know what we need to work on. Now we've got to get that out in the middle, but it will take a little bit of time. But we played some good cricket.
There are some players who will represent Bangladesh team in near future.
Yep.
What is your thought about their future or about their merit or talent?
Yeah, look, we hope some of these players, that's what they're here for. We hope they go on and play for Bangladesh. Yeah, I think there's some good talent out there. I think there's some people like Dipu. Tamim bowled beautifully today on day 4 when you expect him to, although we probably expect him to bowl a few more good balls and not so many bad balls. So there are players there. Saqib, first innings, knocking over the tail. That's the sort of player we're looking for. Sedman just keeps churning out runs as an opening batsman. Zakir failed. We need him to make runs. You know, lots of ups and downs in this game, and that's what 4-day and Test cricket's all about.
You have worked with the national team. Now you are working with the young cricketers who will represent the national team. How are you enjoying this?
Yeah, I love it. I love talking to the players at the end of the game and saying, this is what we did wrong, boys. This is what we need to improve. This is where we need to improve. We can't afford to do this at a certain time in the game, which these guys don't seem to understand those things. The little moves and shakes in a 4-day game, we need to be prepared for that and be able to deal with it out there.
Do you miss working in the national team of Bangladesh?
My first love, if I had my 100% choice and nothing else was on offer, I would definitely go there. Everyone loves to work with the national team, but working with young players is what I think I do best, and working with their skills in particular, especially batting skills and probably in the fielding area. So there's a lot of things we've got to work on with these guys, and I think that's exactly where I should be.
Can you specify? I want to know about a specific player, Shadat Hussain Dipu. How are you seeing his future in Bangladesh?
Yeah, I'm excited by him. I've seen him now in 3 A games, 1 against India, maybe 2 against India and 2 here. So I'm excited by what I see. I'd love to make big hundreds and not 50s, which I'll talk to him about in a minute. But his defence, the way he played the short pitch bowling yesterday or in the first innings was unbelievable. That's exactly what a Test player has to do. He'll be challenged by short pitch bowling, and Dipu had no problem with it against some quite hostile bowling at times in the last two A games. So good signs.
Jimmy, I want to know about your kids. They love Bangladesh. I have known by some news and articles. You wanted, I read this on an article that you wanted that your kids should get citizenship of Bangladesh, and if fortune comes, then they can play for Bangladesh too. Yeah, how you can describe?
That was an absolute joke on my behalf, but look, we loved it as a family when we were here last time. The kids were only littles. They don't even know anything about Bangladesh. They were 1 and 2, I think, when we left. So that was just a tongue-in-cheek joke, taken a little bit serious by some people. But it's just having a bit of fun with the media.
Players like Saqib, Tamim, Shafi Murtaza, they have told multiple times that you had a great role behind the success of them and becoming their big superstar for Bangladesh team. My question is not that. My question is, do you see that prospects in the pipelines or in the dugouts who can replace them quickly, or can Bangladesh make the replacement of them while they will retire from Bangladesh?
I don't see much difference in what we had last time. There were some really good talented kids, and we've got some really good talented young people in this team, and I'm sure in the HP department there are some really good talented kids. Last time I had 3 years with Saqib and Mushi and Tamim and Riyadh, had 3 years to develop them, work with them and tell them what I think they needed to do to play good international cricket. And I'm hoping that's what I get this time, 2 or 3 years to develop the next Tamim, Saqib, Mushi, for when they do decide to walk away from the game, hopefully in 2 or 3 years' time or more if they're lucky enough to be in good form. But we've got to have some kids ready to come in. That's my challenge.
Last question. That's the World Cup is coming after 4 or 5 months. And Bangladesh players are eyeing for winning it, and we are dreaming for it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Bangladesh expectations and the reality of?
I think the philosophy from Hatu and the way he wants the players to play is a winning philosophy. Whether we've got the talent, whether we've have the luck in the World Cup to win it, I don't know, and no one knows. But we're definitely playing the right cricket in the right frame of mind to win a World Cup. So it's in our hands to play good enough to win the games. We've definitely got the fast bowling attack, and we've got the batting order to make a big score. So you've got to pull it all together in every game that you play, especially in the finals, and then to win a final. It ain't easy. There's a lot of big teams looking to win that as well. But I think we'll play good cricket, good positive cricket.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.